Hi guys, I am back with the house hunting video. So, what's been going on? I'll tell you what's been going on. First off, we found this house and I was really happy about it because I thought, well, this is exactly where I want to live. It's really close to the beach and but then, you know, because it's so close to the beach, I wasn't really paying attention to all the other things about the house. So I'll show you what it looks like. So this is all okay. But then we get inside and we have this wooden floor, which isn't really a good idea if you have a dog, because it scratches like crazy. And further, you know, just the house, it was pretty much okay. A little small in the living room. I could look through that, you know, the colors I could change. The kitchen wasn't that big. As you can see there, that's the kitchen at the end there. It's really tiny. But I'm thinking, okay, we're getting older and I can live with that. So I emailed the realtor and I got a viewing. And we were looking at it a little bit more. See, it has this nice little hobby room where I could paint, and or I could paint upstairs. But this is the room. Then here you go upstairs. There's a bedroom. There's the hallway, the bathroom. Even had a little bathtub, which I really wanted, and the colors I was thinking, okay, I can live with that, no problem whatsoever. See, here's a bigger room where I could also paint if I wanted to. So this house had some possibilities, but then I'd have to sleep up here in the attic. But that's okay too, because you know what else? You know, you gotta, here and there, you gotta make some concessions. This is the garden shed. This is the front of the house, you know, with a little balcony where you could look out. And that's the street. That looks pretty cool. This is the back garden. This is the back of the house. And then it ends in that water which my husband really wants. So not too big. You know, you don't want it too big when you get older because you don't want to have all that maintenance and all that stuff. So this was really on key. But then I was thinking 349, and I sort of went looking for the same house in the same place and what they're selling for, and they're selling for 380. So even though it's listed for 349, this house is going to go for at least 380. And I'll show you where it is on the map. So here it is where my little cursor is circling. This is the house number 7. And if I scroll out a little bit, you just see how close it is to the beach. So you just walk along here, walk up here, and then you're on the beach. And that was really, I was, you know, really thinking, yeah, this is what I want to do. But when you calculate it, so it would go for 380. Then there's additional costs that come over it, which is about between the 15 and 18,000. I'd be looking at $400,000 for an older house which will need maintenance, and I wasn't happy about that. So I emailed the realtor that we weren't coming, that we changed our mind. And then another house, the one I was talking about, came in. So that one is a little bit higher up here, and that's right here, Bresant. And I can show it to you from up here, but I can't go down because they still do not have pictures showing it. But it's this house right here, and it is the left-hand side of the house, and I'll show it to you on the inside. Let's see. Gotta go straight back. I didn't save it, so I'll have to go straight to it. So that's up here. Oh, too many houses on here. then it sort of all goes crazy. Gotta do it really slowly or it just jams up the whole thing. Okay, let's see where we are. I think it's this one. Yep, this is it. Oops, don't do that. So this is the house I was talking about. We had called the realtor. We were going to go and look at it. But then they put pictures up before, the owner put pictures up, and I saw the house on the inside. I love the house, but then the inside. And that you know, the house on the, if you look to the house on the left, you see that it has a brick garage, and the house that was for sale had a wooden garage. So I didn't like that. That was the first thing. Then, as you can see, you can't really get, you know, behind the house. The neighbors have this little gate where you can, you know, just go past the garage and go to the backyard. But this one doesn't have that, because the whole piece of ground where the house is on is just, you know, narrower, so you can't do that. So this is a wooden garage, and then we get in here, and I really don't like gray on the floor because I think it's depressing. A lot of people will just love it, but that's just me. I just don't like gray. And then, you know, I look at this house and I'm thinking, well, I can live with all the measurements because that's great. That's okay. I can live with this. But then the kitchen, it's light blue. And the light blue is okay, but then the kitchen tops I don't really like. And those little cupboards up there on the wall, I think that I don't want it. I don't like it. So it's just that I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't really like this. And you know, to buy something, and this was, she first was going to sell it for $318, but before it even got on this website, it went up to $340. Yeah, because we're in a crazy market. So I'll just go through this a little bit. Yeah, that's all nice. Then we go upstairs, and then bingo, we get the bathroom. And I love the walls, but the floor, I cannot live with that. It's like, I don't know, some kid with a stamp just stamped the floor or something like that. I don't like it, and it would really drive me crazy. So then I was thinking, you know, if I have to make all these changes in a house that's already going for $340, and $340 is, you know, additional cost supply, $15,000 at least, so then we're talking $355. Well, I was looking and looking, and I'll just go through this. This is the bigger bedroom, then we have a smaller bedroom, another bedroom, and we have a nice attic where I could paint. So this is kind of nice. This is big enough for me to paint. So I was looking, and this is the backyard, of course, which is kind of small, but I don't really, oh, only one picture of the backyard? Yeah. So, and again, at the end, if you look at the neighbors on the right, you can see that the garden ends in the water, so that's what my hubby wants, so that was why we went for this house. But I was thinking, if I have to change so many things, that's going to be at least 20-30,000, then we're going to have the additional costs, and again, we're up to $410,000, and that's way too much. I'm not going to do that. So then I was looking around, and I found a website where they're selling the same house, only new, so I can put in my own kitchen, my own floor, my own everything, and they're selling it for $350. So this one's going for $340, and with the additional cost $355. I can buy a new one for $350. And the good thing about the new one is it has an extension on the back, you know, where the kitchen is. It has an extension, and it has a brick garage. So I didn't have to think too long. So we called the realtor, and we're on the waiting list. So the ones that I was, let me give it to you. Let's see. Irisenstraat. There we go. And then we have to go look for the new ones. This is a new one. Sorry about that. Cooper, stil. Nou niet meer. Nee, nee. Okay, here's the new one. There it is, and you see that here where my little cursor is, it says that it's even bigger than the other one. That's the extension, and it's going to be new, and it's going to be built next year, and it really is kind of cool. So we're on the waiting list for this one. As you can see here where it says 350 and it says VON, that's because there's no additional costs, and that's the thing we're gonna go for at the moment. So going back to the website, I did have another nice little thing that I saved for you guys, because I'm sure you're gonna love that thing. Let's see where it is. Oh, here it is. It's not something I'm gonna buy, because you know, this is something you buy when you're younger and you want to, you know, do something to the house to improve it. And this is just, you know, if I were 30 years younger, I would buy something like this. I just love it, the way it looks. Look at that. And it's just warm, it's inviting, it's really done really well. Look at those windowsills, they're something else. And this is something that has character, and you know, it just feels good. I don't know, sometimes you just have to see a house and it has to feel really good. So the kitchen, kind of like it. And let's get over the kitchen. There you have a hallway, which is beautiful. And of course you have the wooden floors, but this sort of makes it, you know, different. So you have a lot of tiles, you have a lot of wood, you have sort of everything that makes it really, really interesting. And then of course you have the copper bathtub. No, that makes it so expensive. Little Cooper really wants me to play with him. So, but I really found this an amazing house, which I would really be looking out for if I were younger. See the attic? I could paint up here. Don't know what they're doing in the attic, but they got a lot of clothes. The view is beautiful. Has a sort of a park all around, and altogether it's a really beautiful home. Okay, let's go to the next one, which I had. There were a few, this one, I think this one is beautiful. I don't have the money for it, but this is another house that, you know, the second you see the first picture, here it is nicely on the water. It looks like it's been really maintained very well. And when you get into it, phew, this is such a look at that. Is that beautiful or what? I just love this. And this is another one that I could just, you know, I could live there. That would feel so good. Lovely staircase, and I like the walls. I like sort of everything. And this is all gray. So the thing is that the other house, I didn't like the gray, but here I love the gray because it just fits the house. So I hope you know, sort of understand where I'm coming from. It has to fit the whole thing, so that's something, I'm a little weird like that. So this is the kitchen. Really nice. Everything's nice in this house. Even just sitting there at the table and then you're looking out on the water, would that not be like heaven? I would really maybe even want to paint there. That would be so cool. And then the skylight sort of in what they built in, I love that. I just love the whole feel of the house. And everything is gray, and I don't like gray, but here it really fits. So there you go upstairs. You have a nice bedroom. Then we have a really beautiful bathroom with really, really beautiful tiles. No bathtub there though. That's a little bit of the bedrooms. They made them in the attic, so that looks really cool with those beams. And it's really just, you know, everything you see, it's just, it fits, it's beautiful, it's clean, it's tight, clean cut. I don't know. I just love it. Look at that. Can you imagine sitting there? I can. My wallet doesn't. It's a lot of money. So that was let's see, 750,000. That's a lot of money. Maybe some of you are thinking, okay, what's that in dollars? I'll get it here. Euros, dollars. Yes. Let's see. There we go. Euro 750. 1, 2, 3. Yes. We'll accept everything. So that's $916,000. That's almost $1 million. That's a lot of money. We're not going to be doing that because we can't. Let's see what else I had. That was a nice one. I showed you that one. See, it depends on where you're going to be living in Holland, because this is a really nice size house, and it's only $239, so that's not that expensive. And this has been on there for a while because no one wants it, because no one wants to live there. But looking at it, it's a nice house. There's nothing wrong with this house. I'd put in and out of the front door though, but you know, you can make this into something that you really would like, because you have room to invest a little bit, because it's only $239. So let's see, $239, that is 1, 2, 3. That's not even 300,000. So that's doable. And it's not a small house, you know, for Dutch standards. It's pretty big. So you could do a lot of stuff there. And the piece of ground it's on, it's really big too. It looks cute. You could even put something in the garden to paint, because the garden's big enough. And then I'll show you where that is. Zooming out. See, up here, this is Holland. There you go. I live here, Enschede. But if you go up here, here is where the houses are really cheap. So here Amsterdam, whoops, Amsterdam is where it gets really, really expensive. Let's go back and back again. Let's go and look at Amsterdam. Look up the cards, and I'll give you one of those you know, houses where it's built on the canals. It's at least 1,000. Let's see. Amsterdam. Come on. Still not enough. I think I will have to, oh, there it goes. Go a little higher, because they are really expensive. They're like 2 million. Okay, let's see. This is 2 million. You got nothing. 2.5 million. It's big. This 2.4 million. Let's look at that. But here you're smack. Oh. Hoopa! Hoopa! Come! Oh boy. I thought he was kind of quiet, because normally he barks whenever someone's, you know, going past the door. So this is smack in the middle of Amsterdam. You have absolutely no privacy in your garden, but here you can see, you know, how that typical Amsterdam garden looks like. And this is big for Amsterdam standards. So that's what it looks like. There the neighbors are coming and going and making a lot of noise, and that's why the dog is sort of making sure that he's heard. So this is about what you get for $2.5 million in Amsterdam. So if you want to come over, I could help you, and we could look at houses if you want to live in Amsterdam. So this is too crazy. But that's a typical Amsterdam. It's a lot of money. And here are 646, 2.2, 2.5. This one is on these channels. See how narrow the house is? That is so narrow. This is the house. Of course, it's really beautiful. They really renovated it and made it into something really beautiful, but it is a narrow house. But it looks really cool. I really like looking at houses on the inside and then looking at the art they have on the walls. I sort of like doing that. And this one, I'm not really sure I like it. It looks like quilts or something, I don't know. But this is really crazy. You do have a beautiful view. I could look at that for a long time. But the whole house is, let's see, 4 meters and 7 centimeters. So that is really small, really tiny. And then here you have 2nd floor, 3rd floor, 5th floor, 6th floor. That's usually how those houses look. And they are really old. See this one? Here it says the year it was built, 1735. That's how old that house is. 1735. That's crazy. So, you know, when you buy something like that, you have to really make sure you're buying something that is, you know, you have to have a builder come look at it. Because, you know, you don't want something going wrong with one of these. This one is built in 1663. Here it is, 1663. It's almost 400 years old. Yeah. I guess you guys really would be into something like this. There it is. Usually they are sort of, you know, the width is really not that wide. Well, this one is pretty much okay, I guess. Yeah. See the beams? I think that is stunning. That is a nice table. I had one of those tables. Only it didn't have 6 legs but 4, but I threw it out because I didn't like it anymore. And no one wants to buy those. You can just pick them up for free. Can you believe that, guys? These tables. You just pick them up for free for nothing. Because no one's spending money on tables like that. That is some sort of an Asian daybed. This one has absolutely no garden that I can see. Has a lot of rooms though. Yeah, that's pretty. But they always show you pictures like this with a little bit of blue in the sky. But I can tell you, there's not many blue sky days here in Holland. Because I haven't seen the sun for, I think, at least the last 4 months. Well, you do get a little bit, but not that much. You know, just 10 minutes here and 5 minutes there, but it's been crazy. You know, we haven't had any decent weather the whole year. But they're predicting we're going to get a really hot summer, so that might make up for some of it. Really big, big house. Okie dokie, peoples. I'm gonna stop with this because these are really crazy, crazy houses. Let's see if we've got a few more. Nah. See, there are a lot of these, but they're all, you know, 2 to 3 million. That's about, oh, this one's 5. But these are humongous. These are so big. These houses are so freaking big. That's, you can't even start to pack furniture in there because, oh, this one's empty. Oh, this one needs a lot of work too. Look at that. That is a lot of work. Can you imagine, you know, paying 5 million and then you have to redo everything? Look at that ceiling. Oh boy. But I do think someone should buy it, and they should really, you know, bring it back to the really good old state that it was, because this is, you know, this is beautiful. Look at that staircase. But this one really needs a lot of work. So you pay, let's see, 4.9 million, and then you have to put 2 million into redoing it. That'd be really crazy. Okay guys, sorry I haven't been doing videos because my hubby again has a few health issues. Right now he's gone to the hospital to get a last PET scan, I hope, because he has been not doing so well lately. So that's what I've been busy with. But I have been doing smaller paintings, which I will show you maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I can do that. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Love you all to pieces, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye bye.